sheria iko, sheria ichukuliwe.
Now get this, unemployment crisis, especially among the youth, continues to be an eyesore in the country, pushing thousands of Kenyans to struggle in search of income to sustain themselves and their families. However, despite numerous promises from both national and county governments on job creation and youth empowerment programs, many remain unfulfilled. A section of youth have confessed to being exploited by leaders who enrich themselves while issuing empty promises. Youth who attended an economic empowerment forum at State House about 2 weeks ago claimed that the promised motorbikes and equipment never reached them. Instead, they say they received threats after airing their grievances online. Akida Kasim with that report.
In the upcoming story, some youths narrate how they have lost faith in leaders while still facing economic hardship that often push them into risky activities just to survive. This is a special feature, the jobless burden on the unemployment crisis in Kenya. The unemployment crisis in Kenya continues to cause anguish among many young people in the country. Dickens Kamau Odhiambo, popularly known as Kamau wa Kisumu, is among youths who attended the State House Youth Economic Empowerment event.
Venye mimi nilifika State House, jina zangu zilikonfirmiwa. Kile kitu ilikuwa sawa. Nilipitishwa, jina ilikuwa kwa system. ID ilikuwa sawa, namba ya simu ilikuwa sawa.
Odhiambo claims that he and his group of 10 people were promised motorcycles, but to date, they have not received anything. He says after raising the issue on social media,
nilipigwa picha na pikipiki na kifungu ya pikipiki. Nikaambiwa aende pale kwa gari naletewa. Hiyo gari ukitoka hivi, Yesu ende nyumbani.
He began receiving threats.
Buro nilitishiwa, karibu ni wawe. Private nabo walikuwa wananipigia. Sijai wacha kutembea na Biblia.
It is alleged that each group of 10 youth was to be given one motorcycle. However, Odhiambo's group, representing the youth of Jacaranda in Embakasi East constituency in Nairobi, says they were abandoned.
Baadaye Karen Nyamu anasema tulienda State House on Saturday, wanasema vitu zilipeana on Sunday. So kati ya Karen Nyamu mwenye anasema vitu zilipeana on Sunday, Mudavadi anatweet Monday vitu zilirejeshwa, na mimi mwenye anasema sikupewa, sijui mwenye anasema ukweli.
Claims that have been strongly denied by nominated Senator Karen Nyamu.
No, I don't need to say all Nairobi leaders who are aligned to the president walikuwa na number of groups. Na kama ni ukweli that thing was scam ama ni games tunacheza, ni mtu mmoja peke yake anatakuwa na complain, mtu mmoja wawili on hiyo Saturday. Ni constituencies mbili peke yake walitoka na vitu, na hakuna nduthi ilitoka hapo on Saturday, na walitoka nazo Sunday.
Watu mlikuwa mnaona pale Jacaranda the following day, sasa wenye tulitambua siri kuna pikipiki ilitoka, zile pikipiki zote mliona pale, hakuna pikipiki ilitoka hata hiyo area. Zingine zilitoka Githurai, zingine Kibera. Karen Nyamundi alikuwa anatembea kwa hizo maeria, unapewa 1,000 kuja Jacaranda.
Both the national and county government have repeatedly promised youths empowerment projects including affordable loans, skills training, and even motorcycles for business ventures. But for many young people, those promises have amounted to nothing but empty words without implementation.
So Mr. Ruto ulitudanganya. Pengine Ruto ajui, Ruto baby unajua akona mabrokers and some middlemen there. Pengine yeye anajua pikipiki zilipeanwa. Mr. Ruto, I want to tell you for free, hakuna pikipiki yoyote imekuwa released.
The unemployment crisis has continued to affect many families. Parents complain that despite investing heavily in their children's education, once they graduate, they are unable to secure jobs that sustain their livelihood.
Nimengangana sana kusomesha ule mtoto, na mpaka mahali nimemfikisha sina chochote. Anaangalia mboma yao, hakuna chochote anaweza tumainia, ama wazazi wake wana nguvu hata anaweza kumfungilia biashara. Mtoto unaona ni heri atoeke Akiingia huku Nairobi, anakuta anakutana wenzake. Anakuta tena wako na hiyo shida.
Corruption ingekuwa inaweza kuwa managed in this country, kila mtu angekuwa na kazi.
This situation has pushed many young people to seek alternative ways of making a living, even as the country continues to grapple with inflation and the high cost of living. In many towns, both young men and women are engaging in photography and digital content creation as a source of income.
A lot of youths, graduates, both graduates and those even who didn't go to school are unemployed. So white collar jobs are unavailable, even the casual ones are unavailable.
To our government, they're trying to create jobs for our youth, but I think we don't have the right mechanisms in place to ensure that this job is accessible to every youth, right from here in Nairobi back to the grassroots.
Currently, young people are being urged not to rely only on formal employment, but to create alternative opportunities. However, their efforts often stall due to lack of capital and real job opportunities.
Tumekuja tafute tu tunakaa tunaweza pata wera. Juu huku area umetafuta wera au pati. Sasa tulikuwa tunavenye tunaweza pata kazi abroad.
Poto ya majira, unajaribu kuingia kwa hiyo poto, napata unafika pahali na hang, haiendelei. Hadi tunashindwa saa rada itakuwa gani sasa juu. Alafu tukienda huko kwa agency wanatutisha do. Napata huna do, unadai bado kusaka mboka ndio upate hizo mado. Unaona hiyo imake ya ile sasa kama hizi tunataka tu tupatiwe tu mboka.
William Samoei Ruto.
Every incoming government promises to tackle unemployment, yet such promises are rarely implemented. The most recent pledge was by President William Ruto through the Kazi Maju program, which was later infiltrated by fraudsters who defraud many youths seeking job abroad.
Tumelainisha ile program ambayo ilikuwa inasumbua wananchi. Tulikuwa na watu wengi matapeli. Wanachukua pesa ya watu wanakula, wanapeleka watoto wetu kule ngambo. Mtu anaambiwa unaenda kufanya kazi, kumbe huko anaenda kuwa slave. Huko anapelekwa anafanyiwa sexual abuse na mambo mengine. Hawa wakora wote tumewafukuza.
According to the Federation of Kenya Employers FKE, last year alone, more than 5,000 jobs were lost due to company closure, relocation or downsizing.
In this region in particular, enterprises have also closed down. So we need to look at the state of businesses and why businesses are closing down or relocating.
Among the challenges facing companies are the struggling economy, high taxation, and the rising cost of living. According to statistics from KNBS, people between the age of 18 and 64 continue to struggle to find jobs. Between 2021 and 2022, the number of unemployed people increased from 2.7 million to 2.9 million, raising the unemployment rate from 13.3% to 13.9%. Currently, the unemployment rate among the youth stands at 67%, meaning 2 out of every 3 young people do not have a stable jobs or are stuck in the informal sector without financial security. Youths who spoke to KTN say they are tired of leaders making empty promises and exploiting them politically.
You are the president and we love you. Wacha kuweka serikali ifanyie vijana PR. Watu wanateseka. Wajua ukidanganya vijana ti umewapea pikipiki ina portray alafu ipatikane hiyo pikipiki hakuna. What does it portray, bro?
I will urge the youth that they are upcoming by elections and election in general 2027. Please don't be musidanganywe.
As the struggle for jobs continue to weigh heavily on the youths, their hope remains that one day leaders will turn promises into action. And as hope continues to be the pillar for many despite the harsh economic condition and the high cost of living, the lingering question remains whether the country will find a lasting solution to this chronic crisis. Akida Kasim, KTN, Nairobi.
Well, that story, that